Hey everybody, super pumped about our new integration called the Flight Deck. I know a lot of people have been looking into starting some newsletters and media companies or add-ons to their local media company, kind of reshaping how the Scott's flight deals went down. We literally just added our new integration today. It is called our Flight Deck. It lives in our integrations tab here. Super simple. You just go, sign in, click on it, type your airport code that you're looking to pull the flight deals from daily, your currency that you want, connect it, and then you're good to go. You just head over to the actual builder and let's see what we got going on for today. So basically what it does is it brings all the top flight deals from that day in, and it pulls them at 6 a.m. every morning, and it brings you in a whole bunch of data about the flights, and you can just drag and drop them into your newsletter. That's kind of boring just to send out flight deals, so I've added a few different things that we can pull and drop into here. So let's see, I made a logo. Hopefully that's the one. All right, Toronto Flight Deck, because we are doing deals out of YYZ today, and pull an intro for people. As you can see on the right hand side, it's super easy, guys. It could be easier. You can even automate this, but I'm just going to do it manually for right now. So we got a deal to Miami, we got a deal to Fort Lauderdale, we got a deal to Orlando, Walt Disney World, Chicago, Las Vegas, New York, Los Angeles, Zion National Park, and the infamous Walt Disney World Resort. So as you can see, it's actually got some pretty amazing data. I'll just zoom in on these so you can see them. It shows you the departing airport, the destination, the price. This actually is an awesome call out. We loaded in a formula that enables you to show the typical cost savings for this flight. So this one, they're saving about $33 on average. Same with this one. This is a typical price, so it's not really that much of a deal, but it is a deal on Google Flights. Save $101 on this one. So I think you get the point. Actually adding some value to your subscribers to see where the best deals are. So you could line these up from best deal to worst deal, however you want to call it. For those eco-friendly travelers, it shows you how much CO2 it's saving. It actually even gives you I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, the type of airplane. So it even shows you if it has below average or above average leg room, which is kind of funny. Shows if you have Wi-Fi and power. So it gives you the flight details in a very easy to read manner. Looks like this one is often delayed, this flight from Toronto to Chicago, which makes sense in the middle of the winter. It gives you the actual flight date that the deal is on, the airline that it's traveling on, the amount of time you'll be in the air, and if it's a nonstop or has layovers. And it gives you the link to the flight booking. We also, just to spruce things up, we can, generate an intro for the newsletter. If this is boring enough just to send the flights out, you can hook up your airline news, your airport's news, anything like that. You could add to it, I don't know, let's see. Some just quick news about the airport that's going on. So before you get into all the deals, you can add some value to travelers. Just if they're an avid traveler, they're probably interested in what's going on around the airport. So, whatever. Let's see what's going on here. 462 arrivals today. Winter weather's a big thing in Toronto and Canada. So people are always worried and wondering about what's going on there. There's always strikes with airlines going on, so you might want to put that in there so that there's some delays. We can even pop in the weather at the airport. So if you head over to your apps here, just hit the weather drop down. It takes your locality. So our airport is actually in Mississauga, so you can give it let's pull in the 5-day forecast here. We'll do that at the bottom. So there's the 5-day forecast from Mississauga. If people are avid travelers, maybe they're business type people that are traveling all the time. Maybe they're just casual travelers that like to know that kind of stuff. All of this stuff adds value and content. This is huge if you can get a good audience and a good following for this, and you can add to it, add some different types of content, maybe even hotel stays on the other side, stuff like that, which we absolutely can do. We can add integrations to give you all of these types of different information. This is going to be on our custom plan. So if you are interested in adding this integration to your current newsletter builder subscription, or if you have not had any products with us and you'd like to, please book a demo or reach out to me. We can customize this entire thing for you based on your local, whatever airport you want. Maybe you don't want to do one. Maybe you want to do every single one across, I don't know, America or your state. We can do that. We can add integrations to talk about hotel deals, itineraries for the destinations, all these different cool things. I personally think that this could be a huge opportunity for people to spin off that have larger local newsletters that are very, very close to airports. Scott's Flight Deals sold for like millions of dollars to Going.com a few years ago. They've increased the prices on their memberships and they've changed the game. So I'm sure that if people are constantly flying out of your local airport, this would be a very cool premium membership that you could add on to your local newsletter that you could do weekly or daily. Just a quick little newsletter of what's going on at the airport and flight deals going out of it. The advantages to this are affiliate deals. So once you get a good enough following and you have a lot of subscribers, these travel destinations, these airlines, these credit card companies, hotels, Airbnb, all that stuff will either want to sponsor your newsletter and your publication, or you can get into affiliate deals. And like credit card, like airline affiliate deals are huge. Like we're talking like, thousands of dollars a month for people signing up to credit cards via your link. So this is a great tool. We're going to start coming out with more and more unique niche tools like this. This was a big talk on the Corner Office podcast, and I saw it kind of fly around on Twitter in the newsletter space. So that's why we built this. We are going to take on one person per locality to set this up. So if you want to come to us and actually secure your airport first and foremost, we're going to hold that for the first people that come in so that we can get you set up and running and make sure everything's good to go. So just reach out to me, visit www.newsletterbuilder.ai or hit me up on Twitter at Hoodie and Shorts. Drop us a line, drop me a message. Let's get you set up and let's get this rolling because it's here and it's exciting.